what are your thoughts on Charlo versus Canelo?
It's a tough fight to call to me. Of course, your natural instincts is going to say Canelo. Not only has Canelo been fighting at 168 and became undisputed, he fought at 175 twice, right? But he's also one of the better fighters in the history of the sport, all right? So not just, you know, everybody loving him, but I'm talking about his skills in the ring. The reason why it's still an issue, it's still kind of difficult to call to me, because Canelo Alvarez, to me, if he watches this, he's gonna be like, F off, you know, but to me, he's diminished. Not diminished, but diminished. Canelo, this is what I mean. He's been very successful with this style he's been doing lately, like his last 4 to 5 fights. Walking you down with the high guard, catch, shoot, one punch at a time. And to me, he was multi-dimensional at one point. After the Floyd Mayweather ass whipping, this guy was, I mean, he was amazing. Now he just walk you down, boom, bam, boom, boom. And it's been working. And like I said, I compare that to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was doing a bunch of things. He had a jab, right, with Rooney and all those guys. But then he realized I can just walk you down and knock you out, right? So he became less dimensional. He stopped switching his feet, stopped doing those things. Canelo Alvarez is doing the same thing because they found this out. So I can't see him changing that against Jermell. Why? Because Jermell's coming up from 154. So I'll bet you he's thinking catch, body shot, catch, boom, right? Now, Jermell may be hungrier. I think he's the naturally bigger guy. Definitely. Yes, I do. Definitely. Hands, feet, he got great power, and he thinks his shit doesn't stink. You got to convince him that he should lose that night. And that's going to be a hard thing to do. Jermell thinks this is my time now. And mentally, that's huge. That's like over 90% of the game. So I think if Canelo Alvarez stay one-dimensional for this fight, this guy could knock out a 160, 40-year-old Triple G, which one of the greatest middleweights of all time, great chin, still. Great chin, yeah. But he didn't knock out Ryder either. And then I saw him get his ass whipped by Bivol. Canelo ain't on the best side of his career, in my opinion. Agreed. So you got a closer fight. Okay. Now,
so if you had to choose one, who would you choose?
Oh man, this is really tough. Let me tell you, I was actually saying Jermell for a while, but I saw some clips. I saw some clips from Canelo, and you could just tell he's ripping the body like a son of a gun. And you know, it's just like he's blocking and going and blocking and how hard he punch, how low he is. How thin Charlo's waist is, you know, I can picture, you know, those legs start giving. I can picture the shit. And Canelo got a chin. He absorbed triple G punches for 3 fights. Absolutely. So Kovalev, all that shit. So, dude, it's going to be hard. I tell you this. I'm starting to lean a little bit more towards Canelo naturally. Okay. But I'm going to tell you this. Jermell Charlo is going to have some success. Don't be shocked if Canelo's bleeding due to the hard punches and accurate punches from Jermell. And don't be shocked if things look a little funny. Remember, Caleb planted Canelo. Things were looking a little funny at the beginning. So don't be shocked at the beginning if things are looking a little funny before the knockdown or what have you. But, you know, you look at that fight with Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano, and you look at Canelo's. You know, you got to start using some common sense here. You know, my common sense is starting to...
Right. Okay. I mean, so moving down a little bit, the lightweight to super lightweight division are the most stacked in boxing, probably than it's been in a long time. Who of all those guys, we got Haney, Tank, Loma, Shakur. Who am I missing?
Teofimo Lopez, 140, Ryan Garcia.
Well, not yet. But of those five specifically, who do you think is the cream of the crop?
Hey man, this going to be. I got friends in there. I got friends in there, but you know me, I'm unbiased.
Or
All right.
you're cool with some of them?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who are you cool with?
Haney's. The Haney's. You know what I mean. Those my brothers right there.
Hey, okay. Just Haney, or you know some of the other guys too?
Ryan Garcia. That's my boy. Teofimo Lopez.
And by the
So
way, let me clarify I think Ryan is one of the most talented fighters, but I think he just needs more experience.
big time.
You know, and I'm cool with Derek James. I'm actually, I've talked to him a bunch of times. So hopefully he'll make a difference.
Derek James is stripping him back down to ground zero. He has to rebuild him.
Right.
He has very bad habits. He got to rebuild.
If Ryan can sharpen that right hand to be like that left hook, he's going to be a real problem.
Right. Precisely.
But
you know your boxer, man.
I do. Thank you. Thank you. So
cream of the crop.
Cream of the crop of those five. Unbiased.
Don't Tank.
Agreed.
Oh,
you're a smart man.
Agree.
Yeah, agree. Tank. Yeah. No. The Roy Jones thing, we're on the same page. That's where you had me. You had me right there. But okay. Yeah, no, I think Tank. I think SHAKUR is the one person who could probably give Tank some problems. Yeah. But I would still have to lean towards Tank.
Yeah. Because listen. This is what I try to explain to people. We don't know it all, Marco. We could be damn wrong, 100%. This is just us just using experience and what we see. Tank Davis is, regardless, okay, Devin Haney slick, Shakur Stevenson slick, high IQ. If they are the cream of the crop, or let's just say Shakur Stevenson is the cream of the crop of IQ and slickness, Tank Davis isn't that far behind when it comes to IQ and slickness. The reason why he doesn't have his fights don't look like the performances of Shakur Stevenson is because he got knockout, drop dead power in both hands. And I mean drop dead power. When you have that type of power and you can, and still, I don't care what anybody say, the knockout is the best thing that can happen in a boxing match. So when you have that type of power and you're not getting paid for overtime, you fight in a certain way, you put yourself in certain positions to get the knockout. Why play around with him? So it's not his IQ is right there with them. His natural IQ, his slickness is right there. Look at when Ryan Garcia was throwing those fast punches at Tank Davis and how he just sat in the fire and bam! His eyes, if you look at it in slow motion, even him against Eastside Cruz, he's crazy beautiful, and he keeps himself in there. So does Shakur Stevenson. But his reflexes, accuracy, his knowing what punch to throw when, how to set you up like he did Rolly Romero. That was all IQ. How he was looking at Rolly Romero's feet, smiling at him, inviting him in, doing the thing. All those things that you don't really measure, he's doing those things. Except for he got knockout power in both hands, which is why stylistically his fights just look different than those boys. Doesn't mean that he has less IQ or less slick. It's just that Julian the Hawk Jackson type of power, he's going to knock your ass out.
So to me, people talk about Tank as just having, he was losing. He caught him with one shot. Tank, in my opinion, is only limited by his size. Because as he goes up, he's what is he, 5'4", 5'5"? So he's losing some rounds. But when you knock out almost everybody you face with a beautifully timed counterpunch, you can't keep calling it a one lucky punch. It's a plan that's executed, kind of like Deontay Wilder. Like, I'm not a huge Wilder fan.
Thank you. Hold on. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, like, I'm not a huge Wilder fan, more so for how he acted after his losses. But as a fighter, when people say, oh, he just has the right hand, when you do that 43 times, it is not a lucky punch. It's an executed plan. Yeah. And the same thing with Tank. Tank, just to be able to land that punch shows his high level of boxing IQ. He sets traps like you were talking about. He has really good technical ability. So the reason why I pick him over Shakur is more so too, Tank's resume is just superior.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It is.
And but I think Shakur would give him some problems.
100%. It's kind of like the conversation we're having about Terrence Crawford and Boots. You know, it's one of those things. And if Shakur Stevenson were to beat him, I wouldn't be shocked. Hell, if Haney were to beat him, I wouldn't be shocked.
No.
Okay?
Well,
I wouldn't be shocked.
Maybe.
You saw that Loma fight. That's
I've never been fully, like, Haney's a great fighter, but I think the other guys, to me, have stronger skills that jump out.
Really? Okay, fine. Either way, Haney, he has the pedigree. He came up with Floyd. He came up with those guys.
He's a great fighter.
Leonard, you know,
right.
Yeah, all those guys. So he has the pedigree. I wouldn't be shocked, right? Either way. If you want to talk about Shakur Stevenson, I wouldn't be shocked.
And Tio is a dark horse.
Exactly. To me, I don't see too much of a difference in their fighting style.
No.
I don't see
Tio
too much.
And Tank, fireworks.
Right. Exactly. So, yeah, when you said that Tank Davis had a better resume, you know, people are going to lose their damn minds here.
But he does, doesn't he?
I think so. But I'm just saying people don't see it that way. Okay? They really don't. They see Tank Davis as a cherry picker. At least in my community, a lot of people talk that way. Where, for me, look, Oscar Valdez, fantastic. What's his name? Rosario? Fantastic, right? Jermell Charlo, fantastic guys, okay? But still, I think the fighters Tank Davis fought were more dangerous. They could not, all of them will probably can knock you out. Ryan Garcia would knock your ass out.
Right.
Mario Barrios would knock your ass out. It just
it's one about Rolly. If he catches you,
yeah, you're going to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he was Isaac Cruz. He's fighting dangerous guys, not the most skillful guys, but dangerous guys. So he's always in a fight where he can go to sleep or somebody else can. So you got to give him a little edge when it comes to his resume, in my opinion.